Hello everyone, my name is SMister553. Welcome back to Cricket Explained, a series that will help you to understand the great game of cricket and the nuances and history behind it. In this episode, we will be discussing how to score runs and the many different ways to do so. Cricket is an interesting sport in which the number of runs are usually far higher than the number of outs. If you think about baseball, for example, runs are celebrated heavily, and you can't get more than 4 runs off of one play. However, cricket has opportunities to score 1, 2, 3, 4, or even 6 runs off of a single play, with very rare instances having more than that. The object of a cricket match is to score more runs than your opponent, and to avoid getting your players out. The two most common ways of scoring runs in cricket is running between the wickets and scoring boundaries. Cricket games are made up of 2 teams of 11 players each, and 2 batsmen are always at the cricket pitch at the same time. That means, if a batsman gets out and there are no more available batsmen to allow 2 players to be on the pitch, then their innings is over. A cricket pitch is set up in the middle of a cricket ground, with 2 wickets on either end. The wickets are made up of 2 parts, the stumps and the bails. The stumps are the 3 long poles which exist to hold up the bails, which are the 2 thin rods laid horizontally across the top. After a delivery is bowled, a batsman will play the delivery. Unlike baseball, a batsman does not need to run if they hit the ball. They can simply stay where they are and record 0 runs for that play. This is known as a dot ball. There's no limit to the amount of dot balls a batsman can hit, although a batsman must exercise caution to not hit too many so they can keep the team's scoring rate up and not be pressured by the bowlers. One of the ways a batsman can score runs is by running between these wickets. If a batsman plays a delivery and decides that he is able to score, he starts to run between the wickets while carrying his bat. In order for a successful run to be completed, he must cross the pitch with either of any part of himself or the bat going over the crease line. If he is short, the run is not counted and he will be out if the wicket is knocked down before he crosses. Both batsmen must cross the creases on their respective ends of the pitch for a successful run to be completed, and they can continue back and forth as many times as they want during a play. Usually, the most amount of runs the batting team is able to achieve through this fashion is 1 to 3 runs. However, there have been cases where more runs have been recorded when the fielding team fails to retrieve the ball in time. Most of the runs you will see during a cricket match will be running between the wickets. However, there may be times when scoring a boundary is feasible. If a batsman hits a good shot and it rolls along the ground before it reaches the boundary rope, he has scored 4 automatic runs for the team. The batsman does not need to run when the ball hits the rope and is instead awarded 4 runs. However, if a batsman hits such a good shot that it sails over the boundary rope without hitting the ground, the batsman is awarded 6 automatic runs instead. These shots are hard to pull off, and while 4s happen more frequently, not many 6s happen in one match, although it is very exciting when it does and is usually met with a cheer from the crowd. We will talk about how a cricket innings and overall match ends in future videos, especially after covering outs. For now, know that the batsmen go throughout the cricket match, scoring runs in this fashion, until their innings end and it is the next team's turn to bat. The team with the most runs at the end of a cricket match wins the game. While what I previously mentioned is how conventional runs are scored throughout the intent of the batsman, there can be penalty runs awarded to the batting team if the fielding team violates any rules. If the bowler bowls a ball and the ball passes wide of where the batsman is standing, and which also would have passed wide of the striker standing in a normal guard position, the ball is deemed wide, and 1 penalty run is awarded to the batting team, with the ball having to be rebowled. If, however, the bowler delivers a ball and it is deemed illegal, it is termed a no ball, and the batting team also receives a penalty run. In the shorter format of the game, the next delivery will be a free hit where the batsman can't get out. We will discuss illegal deliveries in future videos, as there are many criteria to consider, but just know that no balls usually have harsher penalties than wides and are often considered a different class because they may be dangerous to the batsman. A batsman does not have to hit the ball in order for runs to be counted. If a legitimate ball passes the batsman without touching his bat or his body, any runs completed are credited as byes. On the other hand, if a legitimate ball misses the bat but touches the batsman's body, any runs completed are credited as leg byes. These runs are added to the team total. However, unlike wides and no balls, byes and leg byes are not scored against the bowler. Finally, 5 penalty runs can be either awarded to the batting or bowling team if the umpire so chooses, and this can occur if either side deliberately wastes time, obstructs the field of play, breaks a major rule, or shows poor conduct and behavior on the cricket ground. Examples of such cases are rare in professional cricket to date, however, they do still happen. While the batting team is playing, they are not only trying to hit runs, they are also trying not to get out, which would limit their scoring chances. So, in the next episode, we will take a look at various ways batsmen can get out in cricket. See you then. Thank you for watching this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. What are you most excited to learn about in this series, and what is your favorite way to score runs? Also, be sure to subscribe to this channel, where I aim to finish the series and also focus on some other content. I also have another channel where I post various videos about video games, so check that one out as well. And of course, hit the bell icon so you get notified when my next video is posted. Bye bye for now, and see you next time where we discuss the different ways of getting out.